Hey, how's everybody doing? I am back. Yeah, I know it's been a minute since you've seen me on video. I have been traveling and having a ball. I was in Green Bay, Wisconsin last week. The weather was very different than the weather here in Texas. It was gorgeous. Even went to check out a Green Bay game. It was amazing, very historic, great time. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to talk about something in particular that I've been wondering about for a while. And it's in relation to my people. And by my people, I'm an American. All Americans are my people. But I mean specifically people who look like me. My brothers and sisters out there. I've been listening to a lot of videos and watching a little bit of TV. And I guess the question I want to ask is this. Is something that's been bothering me for a long time. I'm really bothered by the fact that my brothers and sisters don't seem to ask one really simple and important question, and I'm not sure why that is. And what I'm wondering is, why don't we ask the question why more? And I don't mean, why are you worried about it, mother? I don't mean that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about asking the question why in reference to how we're treated in our culture by people who supposedly care about us. So, a great example would be, we are about 14% of the population in the U.S. It's been that way for over 30 years. Why? Could it have something to do with the fact that besides we're killing each other, in fact, I heard Jericho Green talking about how last week there were, in one day, there were 11 shootings in Chicago. 11. We'll get back to that. But why don't we ask the question, why more? Why are we still only roughly 14% of the population? In fact, we used to be the number one minority group, now we're the number two minority group because we've been taken over, or we've been surpassed rather, by Hispanics population. So could it be that we're killing each other? Could it be that, there are abortion clinics, about 50% of the abortion clinics in the U.S. are in predominantly black neighborhoods? Could it have something to do with that? We've been taught to kill our own. Could it have something to do with the fact that we are not as close-knit as a community as we should be? All those things kind of wrap into it. But you still got to ask the question why. So I'll get back to the shooting part in an example. I'm hearing all about all these new gun laws and new gun control, and Beto O'Rourke saying, yeah, we're going to take your AR-15s. Idiot. But nobody seems to ask this question. Why do people in the government so badly want your weapons? Why? You don't hear private citizens saying, hey, like your neighbor can come up, man, I want your gun. It's always the government looking to take our guns from us. Why? What would be the purpose? And it's got nothing to do with keeping us safe. Let's get back to Chicago. So Chicago has some of the toughest gun laws in the country. And 11 people got shot in one day. So it can't have anything to do with necessarily people owning guns, because criminals don't care. That's why they're called criminals. Why are they so interested in our guns and taking them away from us? People who want to run the government, who want to have a certain amount of control over us, are always talking about how we need to give up our guns. Why? Interesting. Another question I brought up, and one of the other things I brought up, is about 50% of the abortion clinics roughly are in predominantly black neighborhoods. Why? If they love us so much, if the people who care about my body, my choice, and a woman's right to choose and all that, if they love our people so much, why are half the clinics in predominantly black neighborhoods? We're only 14% of the population. How come like 14% of them are in our neighborhoods? How come it's about 50%? Why is that? Why? We are being led to the slaughter by the same people who say they love sheep. You better recognize what's going on. You better start asking yourselves the questions, why? Why is going to be a very important question for you to start asking, especially in election season, because the only time any of these people seem to care about us is every 4 years. Every 4 years we matter. After that 4 year stretch is over, they don't care anything about us. Why? Why is that? And why are they so adamant about illegal aliens having rights? Why? Why is that? It's got nothing to do with... I want you guys to understand one thing. Politicians don't care about your feelings. They do not care at all about your feelings or anybody else's. They care about power. Remember that. The power is what really matters, not the feelings of the people. And care less about your fifis. They'll wrap it in, it's for the children, and because we care. It's about power. So ask yourself the question, why? Why do they care so much about this group who's not even here legally? They don't care nothing about us. Why are they so worried about their kids being taken away from them while they're being locked up in cages? They don't care anything about our kids being taken from us when we get locked up in cages. Why? If you'll start to ask yourself the question, why, and be honest that there is an answer that you might not like, things will start to change. See, that's what happened to me. I had to ask myself years ago, why? And the more I asked, and the more I understood, and the more I started to research it, I didn't like the answers, but at least the answers were the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You gotta be willing to ask the question, why? It's the only way we're ever gonna get out of this constant cycle of voting for people who are leading us to slaughter and smiling and patting us on the back while they do it. You gotta stop being a sheep. Lots of sheeple out there, especially in my demographic. Stop being sheeple and start being people. That's all I want to share with you guys. If you like what you heard, please hit that like button, smash that notification bell, share this video with your friends. Want to grow the channel. I'm excited to be able to share with you guys. But I think we should all get really used to asking why. Whenever they say they want to do something for us or for the children, why? Especially when it comes to them garnering more power among themselves in order to do it. Why? It's never for our good. Scariest words you'll ever hear in your life are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. All right, with that, I just want to say I'm glad to be back home. I'll be traveling again soon, and I'll let you guys know when that takes place. But in the meantime, I'm glad to be able to share with you again. Hit the notification bell, hit that like button, share the video. I'm out for now. Hope y'all have a great day. Take care.